Hi guys, this is Allison Pryor. Here's a painting that we are going to do today. It's a nice little cabin that somebody requested, and I'm going to show you how I painted it. Here's just a little close-up. You're probably going to blur it until it focuses in. There we go. As you can see in the windows, we have some cracked windows. I'll show you how to do that. Nice little flower pots. I have a nice little door and some more flower pots. Nice little path. So the request I got was for an old rundown cabin. I know it don't look real rundown, but at least we have some broken windows and some old boards. And then we also have a nice little border. So the border, I'll show you how we do that. So there's the painting and the border around the painting. So if you want that border, then we will do that today. So all you have to do, first of all, is I'll put this painting away, okay? And then we'll put, to get the border, all you need is some tape. Some painter's tape, so it's not too sticky. And all you have to do is put the tape up against your canvas and tape it on. That's one. Oh, sorry about the arm. And then you're going to tape all around. So, put your tape on. There we go. And we just put the tape on each side. There we go. And that will make a nice border for you, okay? So that's what we'll do. So here we go. Oh, we do. This tape isn't very sticky, so it's probably going to end up getting some paint underneath it. But we can always fix that. So we'll do all sides, okay? So that's all you have to do, painter's tape. Tape off your sides, all around. There we go, there we go. Okay, one more. One more. Now, when we get that done, then we can start painting. So what we'll do first is we'll see where our horizon is going to be. So where the sky is going to meet the land, the foreground, and we come down to about, let's see, probably under halfway. Seems to be more sky than it is, because we need room for the cabin. It's a cabin or a cottage or an old rundown cabin. So there we go. Now, let's first of all do our sky. So right now I just have, on my palette, I have some blue. I'm just using these bottle paints because I find it easier for doing my videos. So if you want to, you can also go out and get tube paints, and your tube paints are more expensive and they work really well and the colors are better. You got cad yellow and ultramarine blue, cad red, burnt umber, but the ones I got here, I do have burnt umber, but the rest of the paints I have is like leaf green and peacock blue, dark red, a deep red, and a daffodil yellow, but you don't have to get those colors. Use whatever colors you have at hand, because you're probably just new starting out, so you probably bought some paints and you weren't sure what to buy. So here's what we're going to do to get our sky started. We're going to use a flat brush, probably a medium-sized flat brush, because that's 11 by 14 canvas. So you can use a bigger or a smaller canvas, but I wouldn't want to go too small because it would be hard to get the details. So I just have a nice little Bristol brush. It's not very big, but it's probably a size 4. So I'm going to take, for my sky, we'll start at the top of the sky, I'm going to take some blue and some red, just to give it a purplish color. And we'll start off with a little dark in the corners here. Alright, so there we go. And you can add a little more blue if it's too purplish for you. And then we'll just paint the top of our sky with the purple. And you can go right across the top. Nice long strokes. 1, 2, long strokes. There we go. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Long strokes. There we go. Now you can also do this crisscross stroke that you've probably seen on other videos. You can do that too. I find the long strokes gives you a nice blend. And as we come down, we're going to add some white paint to lighten it up. So you can come underneath there and go long strokes, back and forth, long strokes. Good. So we can also add a little more blue if you like. There we go. So as we come down now, we'll just go lighter and lighter till we get to our horizon line. Okay, so add more white this time. White. Long strokes, back and forth. And you go back up into your purple and back down again. So every time you start to put your white on, go underneath what you already did and then go back up into your darker color and come back down again, and that will also help you keep, see how the colors blend so nice? And they lighten up, but yet you still have some really nice blending of colors. Look, back and forth, long strokes, up and down. Good. See how it's lightening up? So you just, we'll keep doing that until we get to sky. This video is probably going to take longer because there's a lot of work to this painting, and I don't want to rush it. So let's just take our time and have some fun. So white underneath, and then work your way back up again. There we go. Isn't that nice? Very nice. Back and forth, long strokes. Back and forth, long strokes. White again. Because the paint is wet, it'll mix and blend. Now we don't need to worry too much about down here because for your flowers and cabin, we'll put our cabin on after this dries. We get some of this done. Okay. So now you got nice light and some dark. Now that's pretty. You can also add a little bit of red to your white if you want a little bit of a pinkish color in there. There we go. That'll give us some nice color. Bring that up into your blue. Nice. Okay. So that's pretty. That's a nice pretty sky. So that's a good start. Now when you got that done, now you're going to, when you get that done, now you're going to take, while we're waiting for that to dry a little bit, we'll take off our tape. Alright, we'll take off this, not all the tape, just the tape right here for the horizon. Alright, so just take that off. We'll put some grass on the bottom just so that we can get it started. Okay, so all you need for your grass is some green, a dark green, any dark green that you have there. And we are going to use the same brush. You go ahead and use the same brush. Now this is just getting it started. This is only the underpaintings. Well, your sky is pretty well done there. We just need to add some clouds. But for your grass, we'll just dip into some green and some purple. So we'll make a little purple and we'll add that to our green, just darken up so we can have an underpainting. Okay? And then just tap that on. If you did videos with me before, you did this. So just tap, 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 tap. This is just your underpainting, okay? So make a bit of purple, blue and red. Mix that up. And some green. Just tap your green into your purple. Good. And just tap it on. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. See how the borders are going to stay nice and clean, so you won't be touching the borders. So now this is just your underpainting, so don't worry about anything, but as long as you tap, because we still want some nice texture, make it look like grass. Okay, so here we go. When I get this much done, I'm going to let you work on that. I think we'll do some clouds too. I think we should be able to get some clouds done. So it's okay to go over your horizon line a bit. It's no problem. And when we get this done, and clouds, then we're going to put the cabin on. Okay, so just get this done. Tap, 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 tap your grass. Tap, 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 tap your grass. There we go. Tap. So we'll just take the red and the blue, make your purple, and then tap into your green. And that brings it, tones it down so it's a nice earthy color. There we go. Simple. So I'm going to make it as simple as I can for you. Don't want to make it complicated because you won't have any fun if it's too complicated. But as you get more experience and you can find different ways to paint. Because this is one way of doing grass and skies, and there are tons of videos out there to show you. There's all different ways of doing things, tons of different ways to do different types of grass and different colors. So, you know, experiment and check out other videos and books. It's the only way to learn. And whatever way is easy for you and you enjoy doing it, then go ahead and just enjoy it. So we're going to tap on our grass. We're almost done here now. It's really, you know, it doesn't take too long either. You know, instead of doing every little strand of grass, it will take you many, many hours. But this way, you get it done nice and fast. Just by tap, tap, tapping. Tap, tap, tap. And that's it. Almost. It's almost. So you guys are going to practice that before, when I get the clouds done, we're going to move on to our cabin, but it'll be in lesson 2. This is lesson 1, okay? So now we have some grass. At least we got something started. Now let's try our clouds. We can use the same brush. It's good to use the same brush all the time, that way you don't have to worry about what brush am I going to use. What brush am I going to use? Okay. So the clouds are going to, first of all, we're going to use a little purple again. Some purple. So we can just get some shapes, and then you're going to change the value of that purple by adding some white. Okay? You want to have different values of color. So now we're going to take this brush and we're going to just touch. Okay, can't see that very well, so let's add more white. Okay, there we go, because we're going to do highlights. So just make some circles all over the place, all over the place. Now let's have a look at our painting. I don't know if this will stay up here or not. I hope it don't fall. Okay, let's see. So let's see what we did. So we took some shade, just all kinds of circles, circles, circles. Make some nice, and you notice that there's a nice big bunch right there in the middle. That's nice and bright. Just make all these circles of clouds. There we go. Circle, circle, circle. And just make some more. You're just making shapes of your clouds right now. Okay? Just circles and clouds and shapes. The cabin's going to be down around here somewhere, so Not to worry too much about that one. Now you got your, so all these circles of clouds. Good. Now, all you have to do now is take the corner of your brush, I think would be good, just a corner. And then you're just going to pick a cloud and you're going to tap on some white on the top of that one, tap on some white on the top of that one. If you haven't got enough white, you just go back and get more. Tap, 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 tap again. Again with the tapping. So pick a cloud and tap. Pick a cloud and tap. There we go. So this is just getting us started too, because I mean we have a lot more to do. So tap these on. Tap it on, pick a cloud. There we go. Pick a cloud and tap, tap, tap. I'm just tapping into white. I didn't clean my brush, so I want to keep some of the color going. I don't want it to be pure white. Pure white will just stand out like a sore thumb. So we always want to add some colors to our white and add colors to our colors. Okay, so just a bit of white. Pick spot, corner your brush and tap. There we go. Tap, 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 tap. Good. See some nice little clouds over here. We got some clouds here. Let's see. How about up here? There we go. Tap, 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 tap. Tap your clouds. Now in the center there's more of a bigger cloud. So let's just tap all in that center. But just tap it so that you don't lose your shadows, okay? So just tap, tap away. Tap, tap. Here we go. Tap in your clouds. Tap. And when you tap, we're going to get that center nice and bright. So just tap away. Now when we put our cabin on, we may want to adjust some of these clouds. So right now we're just putting in where we think they would look nice. Good. Tap. Tap. I'm just following the clouds that I made. That's good. And just whatever's left over on your brush, just tap around. Clean off your brush. Clean off your brush with some tissue. Just clean it off. Some tissue. And then whatever's left over on your brush, just tap around. There we go. Just tap around whatever's left over on your brush. Be some nice little faded clouds there. Alright, so that's coming along. So you might want a little bit more there in the center. Just tap in some more white. Corner your brush. There we go. Tap it in. So you might need to practice this. So I mean, this is why I'm going to let you go ahead, practice this and get it the way you want it. Please try not to have it exactly like mine. I'd like for you to do it so that you're doing it your way. So if you want your clouds a little different, or you want to have them brighter or darker, or if they don't come out exactly like this, but you like what you see, as long as you like what you see, then that's all that matters. If you look at your painting and you like it, no matter what you think, did I do this right, or this is the right way to do it, or if you like what you see, that's the most important aspect of painting. You have to like it yourself. Yes, it is good to know what colors to use and different techniques, but when you get it done, then you go ahead and say, okay, yeah, I like that, that looks good. Alright, so I'm going to leave that with you, and I want you to practice, and I'll come back and I'll do lesson 2. Alright, so see you in the next lesson.